Let's freaking do this thing. What should... Freaky? Colonel Freaky? Oh, look at all this chicken and biscuits. I should have ate more before we started this. Okay, alright. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. That did not... No. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now! Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. For sure. This is... Oh my god, okay. Smack that clock, throw the clock out the window, stay in bed. Oh no, is that it? Did we lose? Oh, alright guys. Alright y'all, well that was fun. That was fun. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. We'll... I mean, I'm just gonna say that's probably record time that anybody has beat this game. F's in the chat, for real. Oh my god. Alright, no. Laying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. You'll need to take this seriously. You allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future. Okay, I'm going to be a little bit honest with you. I don't want to daydream because last time we chose anything other than getting up and at 'em, we ended the game. It just finished the game. What is that, Mr. Sweetness? This was our channel point redemption. We hit it, and we did a Colonel Sanders stream, and I have never played this game. So we've seen obviously bits and pieces of it, but I've never played it, and I was like, I'm going to play through it today. You'll need to take this seriously. Colonel Freaky, I'd better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. Why is this not like... You bust through your morning checklist. Teeth, brushed, hair, combed, hits, deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door and head off to class. Just what you needed to get your blood flowing. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent... If I can read, that'd be great. Magnificent University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. You guys didn't know that I had a sweet... Here comes your lifelong best friend, forever, Miriam. Oh, I think that's like the fast forward piece. I don't want to do that. I'm so confused. I've been clicking off. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you've absolutely loved for her. Miriam, good morning, Colonel Freaky. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, I'm... Because I sure am. Excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. What's the... It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam, raised by master chef parents. She's always held herself to a very high standard. Definitely, for sure. It's gonna be. It's gonna be. But you know, we're gonna power through here. Ever since we were little babies playing together, and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. But with the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. That's weird. That's weird. Oh my goodness, I'm sad I missed the start of it. I'm here for it. You missed probably and if you want a little bit of a clip, let's I pull this up, but I don't want it to play. I want to just share this. So this is from Mr. Korax's stream himself. You can check out there's the beginning of it. And by the way, while you're there, you should follow Korax if you aren't already. Oh, I already did that. Okay, we ready? Hold on, let me get a drink. Let's get back into it. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Remember last month when I saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know, she looked so spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower? And that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? Oh, I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I can call my own. I'm sure you will soon. In no time you'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking. In no time at all. You said no time twice, that was weird. That was really weird. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. I feel like, should I do a different voice for the narrator than I'm doing for my man? I feel like I'm doing two voices the same, and I'm throwing everything off. I'm just throwing the whole vibe of the stream off. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. I think my bangs are nice. You should have a voice changer. I should have set up, but see, like the hot ones I've got, like the hamster. I don't want to do hamsters for her. I'm sure hamsters will come in handy eventually. Can you believe I cut them myself? I mean, this is all voice acting. You can definitely believe it. Oh wow, that was rude. Hold on, that was rude. You can definitely believe it. Is that what it just said? Oh my god. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and cusp-engraved measuring spoons out of your hand and onto the ground. Who would do such a thing? Hey! It's Ashley, your arch-rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy, and she can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Okay. This is
the hamster sound. Right? This is hamster sound.
What should we do for Ashley? I need a different voice for Ashley. We need a different voice for Ashley, right? This was Miriam, right? We're doing Miriam? Ashley is more like this. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken skins. You leave kind of freaky shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. Why is everyone obsessed with my shins? Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. If anyone here knows what perfect skin looks like, it's us. We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man. Oh my god, who made these names? Has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. Ooh, like Johnny Bravo. His pants are so tight you can see them casually, working at his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. Van? You're right. You've never been so sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. They're basically like the Rocket League of our university, right? Okay. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. That seems very judgmental. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand out his diplomas now. Or then maybe they hire on as professors. You amateurs can learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, There's just not time to properly tell these two off, so we resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. I forgot Miriam's voice already. I'm losing it. Psh, see you later, losers! As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it.
Oopsie! I think it's broken.
You reach forward and easily pull the door open. It says push. That should do the trick.
I love you.
I think you mean thank you.
My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old.
Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi, Pop. I'm Colonel Freaky, so... Are you going to make me hold this door all day? Oh, I can't sit on my legs.
Nope.
And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you.
Is it just me, or is he kind of cute?
I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium in front of the class. Adorable. Sprinkles. What's Sprinkles?
Now quiet down, everyone.
Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class?
You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL.
Who says it? Who shortens it like that? Come on, guys. You guys are killing me.
Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and a little unfluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof.
Is that like Scrappy-Doo? It's my Scrappy-Doo impression. Deal with it. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever! I can guess that only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, the wind begins to rush around as you feel a swirl of cherry blossom fill the air inside the classroom. Cherry blossoms.
I'm chilly. Someone close the door. Someone close the window.
And then, he walks in. You're immediately swept up in the aurora of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still.
It's him. If it isn't my favorite student, Harland.
Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisles of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you. And you're not entirely wrong.
And this over here must be Sweaty McSwetzilla.
Maybe you should open a window back up before faucet pit melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely.
Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that.
I think that was him. You two both really know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. Oh, that's Colonel. Oh, that's Colonel. Sorry. I saw Colonel and I thought it was me. I gotta watch that. It's gonna trip me out. I shouldn't have put that. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all your really weird insults?
Besides, when Colonel Freaky sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at that shimmer.
Take a moment to clean yourself up. It's a good thing you didn't forget about that deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down, set some ground rules.
Welcome to University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. Woof! The birthplace of culinary legends, past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, there might even be really adorable tiny food.
Of course there is.
And when all is said and done, There will be a battle. You'll lift up your sporks and complete in the broom cooking arena.
Just then, another student enters. Come on, I don't have very many boys. Are you a female in this game? I'm me. So I guess I have no idea. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, right? Both can love Colonel Sanders equally. I need to fix these. These are my actual glasses, by the way, so when I take these off, I can't see anything. But this is like pulling on my ear weird, and I need to fix this. It didn't let me choose, so I'm just gonna. What is this? There we go. I'm gonna have to do another voice. We're gonna have to do another voice. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Should we do hamsters? We'll do hamsters for student.
Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss.
Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place?
Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school, with you as my teacher.
Oh, damn. Everyone stares at him blankly. Student, does no... Nope, sorry.
Does no one remember me?
You're expelled if you utter... Oh.
You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it out here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels.
You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, which appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. What is up? Oh my god, this is killing me. Who would have thought these glasses would have killed me? I don't want to, like, fudge them up. I don't know. Give me a second, guys. Hold on. What is up, Mama? How are you? How are you? Happy Friday. Just the things we'll do for pain.
Oh, Clank, you rascal!
Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose in the air and takes a deep sniff.
Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself.
You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation being smart but tough is well known. You decide to butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? Do I have a... I feel like I should give him my beef treat that was I had in my pocket, right? Wink. You reach beneath your apron. What are you getting out of your apron? What are you getting out of that apron? You reach beneath your apron and it returns with a small bit of beef jerky in your hand. Okay, good. Solid. I was scared. I was going down a track there. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it.
Beef? Are you trying to give me a heart attack? I would never eat that. You clearly do not belong here. Please remove your apron and remove yourself from this school.
What? Did we just die again? Do not put me back to the beginning. Do not put me back to the beginning. Okay. We already did this. At least I got a checkpoint. We already did all this. We 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 did all this. Thank you, rascal. Chicken snack, right? Yeah, you die. It's chicken, right? Are we going with chicken, chat? Oh, did you see my... The Colonel's Mandolin Band. It's a real record. See? Pretty cool, right? It doesn't stand up, so I'm just gonna sit here because I know what to fall. It better be chicken. You reach beneath your apron, return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite.
Well, well, well! I think there might be some competition for a new star student.
Thanks, Scrappy. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. Ew. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they want to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times.
Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation.
As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only two options remain.
Hey, Colonel Freaky, there's a seat right here.
It seems that no one has claimed a seat next to me. Oh.
It seems no one's claimed a seat next to me, if you're interested.
Two good options, but one will you choose? You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Hello, Killer BTV. Thank you for coming by. Thanks for offering me this seat.
I've only had two rules. Do all you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way you're ever going to get that feeling of accomplishing something.
That's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you're settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement.
Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. Yeah, yay, a pop quiz about me. That's incredibly important, and a surprisingly short quiz will tell you if you're ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knife sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If a train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is to wash your hands before cooking?
What? I feel like the lead into that question has nothing to do with the question. Obviously. That's right.
Forest is tree. Forest is the tree as chicken is to...
That's right.
What's the most efficient eating utensil ever created?
I mean, I would normally say a comically oversized fork, but I feel like that's going to send us back to the beginning, so we're going to go with a spork.
That's right. What food is best for a broken heart?
Camel meat? What? Who put these? A pancake? I mean, that's... I figured it was that one, right?
That's right. Is Sprinkles a good boy?
He's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He is the best boy. I feel like this is it, right? I mean, obviously, yes is good, but we're going to go at that one. Yeah, nailing this pop quiz. I think I'm all right.
That's right. Your total score is...
Wow, to be honest, did you cheat? You look up to see Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed.
Well, I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain.
Hot diggity, Colonel Freaky. You scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance.
May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch.
Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room as it tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. I would die for Sprinkles. Sprinkles is pretty cute. So far, the best character.
Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good.
Everyone, can I have your attention?
Is it about lunch?
Nope, just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was
Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement.
Hey,
It's about lunch.
Everyone cheers.
bye.
Shh!
Lunch, lunch, lunch.
She said, shh.
Oh, that was me. This was my voice. The Colonel, see, I told you, the Colonel's throwing me off.
In honor of the new semester, I prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch.
Oh, that must be the smell I smelled.
Indeed, that smell.
You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true?
Is this?
Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket over his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Look at that chicken. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded, fried to a crispy, golden finish. The aroma envelopes you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept! Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. What is up, good habits guy? This is, I love you, Colonel Sanders. This is our channel point redemption to play this dressed up as, Colonel Sanders.
For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors.
You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can.
But that's all I have to say about that.
That is literally Tom Hanks. And
That's all I gotta say about that.
Colonel Sanders, you're stealing Tom Hanks' lines.
What?
Oh, sorry, I gotta get into concept. Here it is.
What? You think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw. Nah, my dude, nah. I'm drafting the last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is poison. Got him.
He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what Zinger, Ashley, has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach.
Yeah, I was just like writing my diary.
Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at the moment that only hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. And what is going on, Habits? Thanks for being here. You see her body language change from bitter to evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame. With cooking skills like this, she wants him all to herself.
Oh, please. Well. Van the man. If you don't want any, I'll take it.
I'll take his.
Whoa, hold on. I guess I'll try.
He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed.
Easy now. There is enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in.
You take one of his pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try and identify every flavor. Savor the moment. Everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Swim for the light. I'm guessing that we're going with savor it, right? Are we going with savor? The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, and heavenly. What a guy. Alone with the flavors, you feel something that only can be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second.
Anything for a fellow chef.
What exactly was on that chicken?
How bold of you to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a high chain of successfully fried chicken restaurants. No big deal.
It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'm willing to trade. Oof. What secrets are you gonna give him?
Why, what's the rush? Semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other.
He's clearly not going to give it up easily. The sexual entendres here are just straight at it, right? He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but he knows it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel Sanders. Shouldn't learning be fun?
You've got Moxie. I'll give you that.
Colonel Sanders looks both ways. Both ways to make sure you're both truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers.
Just in one ingredient, I'll tell you. But you can't tell. I use, It's something my great-grandmother taught me.
Wow, you've never guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. My headphones almost fell like off. Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad.
Oh, hi, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I graduated.
It sounds like you've had big plans.
I dare say, the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that.
Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Nag him to show your own strength. Asserting dominance? Is that what you're saying? Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. I love how Colonel Sanders sounded like an old Southern old Greg. I was honestly, as I was reading that, I almost kind of got like a George Bush feeling of that voice, but show your personality. Well, I just wanted to tell you I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were just so complex, but comforting. The interplay between salty and savory and peppery, it was perfect.
I appreciate the compliment, Colonel Freaky.
I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we
only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon.
You step into the massing cooking arena, where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need.
Look at this place! It's magnificent! Finally, we get to show off our stuff. Wait a second, oh no! We have to show our stuff? What if I totally blow it?
You're not going to blow anything. Except maybe kisses to the crowds of fans you're going to earn with your signature, adorable, tiny food creations.
Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry and pair up.
Naturally, Miriam looks over to you, but unable to control yourself. You pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of 2. That is me. And you. If that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner?
Sure, Colonel Freaky. I'll prepare our station.
Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice.
Hey, new partner.
Beep, beep, boop, bop, zip.
Oh my, 2 potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose.
It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner?
I feel like
What should we choose, you guys? Pop or Clank here? Also, you guys are gonna have to give me a second because I am working these voices, and I'm gonna need another drink. I'm gonna actually get two. Go with Clank. Okay, give me a second, you guys. It better not be wrong and I die again. Oh, yeah, for sure. I've already died twice. You can fail the game. Actually, the first question earlier, it asked me a question, and it said, do you want to sleep in, or should you get up for the day? And I chose sleep in, and it said, you missed your one opportunity to meet Colonel Sanders, and I failed, and I had to start all over. It was hilarious. Literally, first question of the game. All right, Clank it is. No, I think we're trying to date Colonel Sanders. The name of the game is I Love You, Colonel Sanders. So I'm pretty sure... No, so when I died later, it did only it took me back to the beginning of the scene, and so this is cool because it is like a fast forward button. So I just fast forward all the stuff we got. Hey, what is up, Nerms? Yeah, for sure. All right, Clank it is. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today.
It's okay. I already ate.
It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school is, even at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Warp, warp, warp.
Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment
yet. Right? Just finished it off. Just been done. We're done. Throw the towel. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Bzz.
Tissue, I hardly know you.
Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression this is a sign of infection. Looks like you two will be fine. Sorry, we gotta pull this up because this is killing my ear, so. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork.
Alright, you two. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps.
I bet you it's gonna be not much, just sitting in a bar laughing my ass off. Well, cheers to everyone in the bar. Hey, if anyone in the bar can hear me, make sure you come follow me on Twitch. Freaky_Creaky. Creaky spelled like freaky. Cheers with my Diet Mountain Dew. If I drank beer at this early in the day, I'd be drunk at like 5 with you guys. This is, what is the name of the school? What is it? It's the University of Cooking something Academy of Learners. I think it's University of Cooking Class Academy of Learners or something like that. That's the name of the school. I'm sure we'll get back to it.
Alright, you two.
Oh yeah, we already read that.
No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea.
In Soviet Russia, dog train you. The dog is the teacher. Yeah, Sprinkles. Sprinkles is the man. We like Sprinkles. I'm pulling my hair up. Deal with it, guys. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't even need to cook it. This is a wrong answer. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Wrong answer. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. Right answer. Look at that love. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, and comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes? And gravy? Hold on, I gotta do this. And gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to get beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine.
Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders?
We're
We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business.
Sanders' heart is my business, and you better keep your fingers off my man.
Does someone call for me?
Oh, no, geez, Van Van. While I'm over here crushing Colonel Freaky Dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That's the deal, remember?
Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into a boiling water and turns his attention to you, your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van Van, are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now?
Actually, no. It looked like Colonel Freaky was struggling, so we offered to give him a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring.
I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Doubt it.
Don't be rude, Van Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular.
Alright, this music is like way off. Like, why did it get like all intense? Like, okay. It is a jam though, for real.
But Colonel, if you ask me, I might be a better partner for you than, this thing. It's positioning itself at your station. Don't you feel, deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a fire and a drumstick. It just makes sense.
The dueling chicken breasts. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. I'm here to learn and express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of the class, so let's respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right? How's the business, man? Hey, thank you so much, Janelle. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. Nerves, welcome, welcome. Sam Miranda, what is up, bro? Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. Hope your Friday is wonderful. Our businessman respects all fair agreements, from contract to handshakes. I took on Colonel Freaky as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Colonel Freaky's natural talent or their loyalty. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. Enjoy all of amazing emotes too. We just got a crap ton more of follower and tier 1 emotes that we put in, so enjoy. You freak, thank you very much. You look down at the station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well, while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Oh, we know your favorites. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, with a pour out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Oh, yes. The music, though, I mean, the music is great. Gravy flows down your mound. Oh, sorry, not your mound. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still.
If you love something, set it free. Is anybody else getting chills, or is it just me?
I mean, I am getting hot. Somebody turn a fan on because it's about 97 degrees in here. Who made this game? An indie company made a game. I remember when they announced it, I was like, ho, 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 ho. I mean, together you dig up the utensil and the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's been plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage, and without thinking, you fling the forkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face.
Ashley, Van, do something, do something.
Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and so much integrity? My duck's heart, that counts, that counts.
Hold right there, Colonel Freaky. We do not waste food in the maroon cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands.
I hope he throws it on my chest. Oh, wait, yeah, sorry.
Can I have potatoes, face?
Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand.
Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty braised tentacle of octopus and my silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle axe plate forged by my supreme chef ancestors.
You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look upon it with envy.
The interrupting student rushes at Van, swipes a bite off his signature dish right off the plate.
No, don't! Something's about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic.
He throws it on my chest. Soon it has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven.
I don't feel so good.
It killed him! No, hold on. It killed him? It killed him? His octopus just killed this guy, like, immediately. No food poisoning. No way to redeem him. Where'd that girl go? When's the gameplay start? This is the gameplay. What do you mean? It's a story-based game. Unless you're gonna, rob it from a vault, you're not getting 11 herbs and spices, my man.
Everyone step back! Don't take another bite!
When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Oh no, Pop. Pop once is in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self.
Oopsie! Tastes like poison!
What? Is it a superpower that he can eat poison? The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are motionless as statues. Don't tell anyone. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds.
I'm not sure the professor's here making enough money.
Oh.
Hello, I just turned into a ghost over here.
I don't know how the ghost hamster voice is working, but he's like the KFC version of Ralph. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. Hey, Daddy. Hey, Daddy. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home.
What? Like for real? Oh, come on!
You follow Colonel Sanders. You follow Colonel Sanders out of. Oh my God, I can't say his name. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Well, there's ghosts literally riding about. That's pretty spooky to me. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those are mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes. Colonel Freaky? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was a little boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And one day ever since, I have been working toward that dream. Day and night, never stopping, never resting. Why is that getting old Southern? Why am I getting an old Southern vibe on that one? That's not supposed to be his voice. Also, a lot of lifting weights, like so many weights. You know, we should follow our dreams with all of our hearts. That our souls may great them, like wishes floating on a shooting star. You shut up. I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff. Be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We were talking about me. Me. I'm a hero. Oh my God, Spork Monster.
The Sport Monster is here to fight a hero!
I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Later, nerds, right?
Be afraid, be very afraid of me, because I'm a monster, see?
Is he rhyming on purpose? Or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence! Oh yeah, sorry, I clicked. It should be attack or defend, you guys. Make sure you gotta make sure you're doing the Tekken vibe though. Make sure you bounce like you're playing Tekken. Attack or defend, y'all.
Wiener, 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 next to another wiener, wiener, wiener,
Defense? I want an hour if I'm...
yet another wiener, wiener party, 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 wiener party.
I can't sing this song too loud because my wife's working in the next room and she yells at me when I sing this song.
Flopping wieners, dangle wieners, dangle wieners.
Thank you for the biddies, Janelle. You decide to defend. Which defense will you choose? Trepidation. You close your eyes very tight, but then open your one just enough to squint to see the spork monsters across the battlefield. For some reason, this makes you prepared. Feel more prepared for what comes next. Spork monster goes on to the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Fat lot of good that defense did. Ooh, it just shit on you guys. It just shit on you all. What is it?
Get shit on! Get shit on! Your ass!
It literally just shit on you guys. Alright, so we're gonna attack now. You decide to go on the attack. You're gonna chow down, you're gonna cook with love. I feel like we should cook with love, right? I don't want to chow down on that thing. That thing was gross. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork monster won't forget this. What? Spork monster focuses their mashed mind and draws an energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble. They attack once again. Spork monster uses utilitensile. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. You decide to go on the attack. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork monster prepares for the ultimate attack. Rounded edge. Wow, villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Play ha! Pot pie, power pinch. Pot pie, power pinch does 10 damage. Spork monster is defeated. You saved me. And an injured Spork monster spews steam into the night. We should spare him, right? It's a ball of mashed potatoes. Rounded edge. I'm guessing that's like a... I kind of want KFC as well, right? I'm guessing that's like an attack from an actual anime show. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with the pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow.
I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back. Well, like you said.
The Spork monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. Foreshadowing? The last name is signed out Borko.
Borko, that name sounds strangely familiar.
Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from Battle Buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Oh, okay, I get you. I was like, is that something stupid? It is something stupid. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you're tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are really weird, man. Zzz, what the hell is this? What the hell was that? Alright, you awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then, was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright? Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own.
Oh, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be I think I might like Clank. He has a vibrating setting. I mean, whoops.
Like him? Like?
I know. It sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's just something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a total sweet guy. Not only that, but he's so smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school?
No, but that does make complete sense.
Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to. And was also the convertible that he himself rode at the front of the homecoming parade.
What? He was the convertible? Yeah, I remember the erotic novel, Sammy. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in the pressure cooker. Language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders.
You and Colonel Sanders? The coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning?
By the way, that's the name of the school.
You're a thing now.
We definitely connected yesterday.
Oh, sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you? I guess.
Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up.
A secret ingredient?
Yes, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Like, bitch, back up, right? Like, check yourself. Miriam checks to make sure you're not alone before continuing.
So, this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical gardens where I was wandering.
This can't be good. Sammy Randa, the ingredient that he told me it was.
He told me about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals. And that, if I did him a favor, I could have some of my own.
Please, Miriam. Don't tell me.
So I filled my suitcase with them. And I brought them home. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived.
You literally smuggled drugs in. He had you smuggle drugs in. That's Poppy.
Later, when I cooked them, a very strange feeling came over me. And the flavor was unlike anything I ever tasted.
Yeah, that's heroin.
I think,
I think you're being... sorry, that's Colonel Sanders. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here.
Whatever. Anyhow, we both shared interest in cooking, so We've stayed in touch, like pen pals. I bet he'd love to know more about your new spices.
Well, I definitely wouldn't. I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'll be much use to anyone.
Please, please, please! It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders.
What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share with your bestie? You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about... It was... Eye of Newt. I know that sounds like some kind of witch's potion. But what can you do?
Eye of Newt! Wow!
Her eyes light up from imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some time typing in her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm what she's definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. On a horse. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without even knowing he was being watched, he does a short horse dance. Before dismounting with a flourish, he then slaps a beautiful creature gently on its rear. It's running free into the countryside. Of course it does. You are struck by the sight of him. Hey, hold on, Mr. Sweetness. Hold on, Mr. Sweetness. Hold on, it's Mr. Sweetness is gonna come in here and give me crap for playing this game, but he's playing Car Mechanic Simulator. You guys see that, right? You guys saw that pop up, right? Am I crazy? He's gonna come in here and tell me I'm playing weird stuff, and he's playing a Car Mechanic Simulator game? Come on, Sweetness. It was a wild horse. Yeah, because he's Colonel Sanders. Yeah, and then when he calls it back, I'm sure, majestically, it will come right back. Majestically. Alright, back to it. You are struck. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. That's actually really cool, Chef. Yeah, I've heard that. Not this version, though. This one's a hunk. Exactly, right? I mean, I wish I looked like that. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words just don't come out right. What a horseful beaut you have there. I mean, what a horseful beaut you have. Dang it, that's just what I said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you.
Oh, Colonel Freaky just gets really nervous around people they like.
Nice. What? That is not helping.
I mean, they got booze poisoning. You were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. You're shitting yourself left and right.
She gives you a wink and a smile as to say, situation handled. Can't blame the girl for trying. All day, any day. All day, every day. And with Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you see her two rivals. Ashley and Van Van are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you must know it to be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. You try to peek over Van Van's hulking shoulders, but he sees you coming. Whoa, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this.
Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey?
You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You can even hear Van mutter something that sounds like a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try to cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them.
Oh, and you're the Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules?
Oh, thank you. What's up, Restoring Knives? How are you? I'm not sure you know a good meal if it ain't you.
Being chef in the world takes more than culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache.
And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what was they were hiding. You instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found when you encountered the spork monster. Awesome, brother, awesome. Anything fun this weekend, bro? That's the same book I found last night in the quad.
Ashley immediately throws elbows.
Oh, sorry, this is not her. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides a book behind his desk.
I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom and its contents are secret.
You notice that they haven't been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. What? Oh, I got this. I'm gonna have to sing this. I'm gonna have to sing mode this while I'm doing.
Yeah, we're playing here.
Before you can dig it any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep, beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van meaty food. Hey, watch it, two bucket of boats. God, this is already hard enough with the voices. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Mrs. Womp.
Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a standing mixer.
Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room.
Oh, protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them.
Ashley's tone was completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must not know. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? The hills are alive with the smell of chicken. Gentlemen, get a hold of yourself. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't honestly, what do I care? I've got a lot of career aspirations to focus on.
Maybe I can help you with your business plan.
Just then, Sprinkles arrives to the signal to start the class. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog.
Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired.
See, he's really hard to sing. His, like, can we get away from Sprinkles? Go somewhere else. I can't do your voice and sing. Oh, he's great. I've been doing a Scrappy Doo voice for him.
But here I am. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn.
Sounds like Mr. Hanky when I sing.
Rub.
You rub his furry dog belly and he loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom.
Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite found the chicken.
You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly you do.
Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name.
But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you.
Well, Colonel Freaky!
Naturally, this appears to be a simple platter. Which item do you want to stripper? What are we doing? What are we picking? I don't want to start my day over a dog biscuit. If I pick the wrong thing, I'm gonna have to start over. Yeah, it already killed me twice. Because of the shape it's baked in. You assume the dog biscuit is a treatment by Sprinkles, an example of his culinary talents. Perhaps you reach out for a win. Sprinkle jumps up and bites on the cooking apron. What kind of monster would steal a favorite dog biscuit? What kind of monster would steal a favorite dog biscuit? Your apron is left in tatters. The entire class looks on in horror as you fall unconscious from the embarrassment. Try to stay on beat. I never even got to taste it. See, this is your fault. This is your fault, David. You fade into darkness, but something is there. Is that the spork monster? Porco, what are you doing here? It's not your time, my friend. You act of kindness have not been forgotten. No, don't be sorry. You're good, bro. You're good. You watch as your apron magically prepares itself. You don't have to live in embarrassment anymore. Thank you, my friend. That's over 5, right? We got 5, yeah? Thank you, my friend, wherever you are. A brightly covered pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way. So naturally, you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper doesn't trigger an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. Ghost of student. Oh, sorry.
My friend. Ooh. This guy. Sorry.
This guy again?
I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is...
Oof. Sorry, I think I must have gotten spice stuck in my throat.
It's fine, I'll work through. I'm not paying it off. To fulfill the prophecy, you must. You figured.
You feel yourself to begin to regain consciousness.
Oh, man.
You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention.
We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch.
Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared
via time competitive cook-off.
The level of theatrics of these two is off the charts. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I am not the fool, you fool. You're the fool. Good one there, Van Van. I like your gumption, Colonel Freaky. I've been watching your performance. Just as things are reaching a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness.
Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court.
Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief.
At least not until we turn on the timer.
Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face. Oh no! Flashing the words, timer ready.
That's what I'm talking about. Ow.
I stand corrected. A hard way to build a solid foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory.
Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure. Now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself.
Time to roll up the sleeves. You have his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1, and you're feeling like you're gonna press him here again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast, if the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick something randomly.
That's right.
That's right, but how would you have gotten this into school without knowing that?
Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you.
You're going to need to season the chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices are there? There's 11. That's right. You might not know all of the ingredients yet, but you at least know you're headed in the right direction. Now that you've gotten your basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What?
I'm begging you to get it together.
Get it? I'm a dog.
It's never the wrong time for some dog puns.
Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. What? What was I asking? Horrible time to start forgetting important things. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling. Why is it sizzling the sound of success? Don't make me get
the spray bottle.
Is this the end? Yep. Back to it. Ouch is right. Give the pups a treat. Let me get through the quiz first. See? That's right. You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply shy. We read that. When you were a child, yep, you got that. That's right. This is your shot. You're not going to miss it. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking, but I have an eye and I have a hair in my eye. What is the sound of success? When they taste your cooking, they will be so taken with it that they're unable to speak. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Colonel Freaky. He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except he's watching you make what he's watching you make totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. You were stranded on a desert island with only one desert cookbook. What do you take? What a hunk. I know, right?
You know what? You shouldn't be focused on the challenge. You're falling behind.
I don't know what to do here. What does that have to do with crafting, spectacular fried chicken, delicate baked biscuits? Woof, woof. You really struggling to keep up? At the next station over, Ashley's already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps.
Yikes!
Zap.
I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have hands, but Colonel Freaky does. And a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed.
There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand in the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Colonel Freaky! Colonel Freaky, no! But you're not fast enough. Your hand gets stuck and it's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. What? There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. It's gone. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that it's easy way can turn out much more difficult.
Everyone stop what you're doing now! The battle is over!
It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish.
Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on.
Oh, that's too bad. Here I am with a complete dish ready to serve. Surely that makes the winner by default.
No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Colonel's freaky injury.
You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish.
But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights taking you on a journey of flavor that takes a good story of excellence. I was going to ask Colonel Freaky to do the honor, but since you're injured your hand, I'm afraid that pouring the cream around this delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand.
Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the hidden ingredients within.
Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop this slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gleam.
Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps might not impress as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce.
Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley?
Oh, you.
As he places his soft-covered finger in his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something in his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache.
What? I caught fire? The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and decided to get married. And he won't ever ask you to cater his wedding. Because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef.
Failure is part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you ever think I've never failed at anything before?
That's exactly what I think.
Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, and motivated. Well, handsome for sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths, arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. I don't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always.
Sounds like this guy could really use a hug.
I resolved that when I was going to amount to something, no amount of hours or labor or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give.
As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion.
One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My dream is pure. It's honest. It's something a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds.
Yay!
Just as you thought, just as your moment grows intimate, you are interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. It's the Spork Monster! Borgo?
In his eye, I said I wouldn't be back. And after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you and I apologize. I know it's not like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right?
Thanks, Borgo. I'm glad that there's no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rise up a person. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. That's you all. You all told me to attack.
Oh shit, I'm so
The wrong one, sorry. I know that your strong cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a sport monster, you see.
I do believe it. You were human once.
Well, no. I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student. One day, some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me. I was forever transformed.
A magic spellbook?
Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and you shouldn't rely on dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there.
It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Colonel Freaky, together, I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway, and we can discuss. A personal invite. You can't imagine Colonel Sanders' home must be like. But it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by the stings, you start to feel... Is that a chicken? This is a nice house. By the way, that is a real picture of him. In Egypt, on a camel, wearing a... like, traditional Middle East headdress. That's a real picture of him. And this would probably be his first franchisee that he signed with. That picture also looks real. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made a decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working? Have you been working on all new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish she might be describing. It meant to pair with something spicier or something crispy. Both, perhaps. Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new secret creation to him or keep it a secret? Just for you. We're gonna reveal it. You decide that you're ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. It's cold. It's really cold. It's on ice. Put it in the fryer. Warm it up. Don't just serve it to him cold. Unless it's chilly. Then give it to him cold. I present to you. It's coleslaw. It's the original coleslaw. It's supposed to be cold. On ice. With a sweet, sweet dressing. The shredded cabbage dish. Oh, it glistens in the light. Oh, Colonel Sanders' luxurious hideaway. Look at it. Chat, look at it. Mmm. Mmm. Just look at it. Would you look at it? I want to touch you. I just want to touch it. I want to eat it. Put it on my body. Magnificent. Together, you chow down on the creamy slaw. Until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like it to have around so I can admire the taste of it later. And I can think back on this moment. You could offer him to make more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, no, sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm getting swept away. I'm getting carried away. I can't. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. This is This is his secret love cabin. Around the room are various items that you look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover at the kernel. This is a real picture. This picture, I swear to God, you all, this is a real picture of him. I think I have it. He literally went to Egypt on a camel, took this picture. Really cool. This is a photo. Appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. Tap on an item to discover the Colonel Sanders. This, I believe, is Pete Harmon. This gentleman right here would be Pete Harmon. Would be the first franchisee that Colonel Sanders ever worked with. These are real facts, people. I'm giving you real shit. Now you thought that you were just going to be entertained, but I'm also teaching you shit. Enjoy. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. Oh! I call that shit! I wonder who my friend Pete is. I know. Do you know? Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rifle. Or a rattle, yeah, sorry. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who made their own face the logo of a company they founded, am I right? Bro, shots fired, y'all. Shots fired. Is that his bedroom? Can I go into his bedroom? You take a look at the closer urn sitting in a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lies the ashes of my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. To be honest with you guys, I thought it was going to be Claudia Sanders. I really thought that was going to be Claudia Sanders, and I was like, whoa. Whoa. A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood? Floating in a lake? Summer of '69? No. It's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's... Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of that comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color. It's also made of spun silver. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it's just realistic. It's real. Taxidermy? Must have been important Conversanos when he was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." I can second that. There's only one more item in there. This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared? What does this say? Sashir style? I don't know what that means. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off the hanger and try it on. The jacket is just a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give it yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. Oh, his scent. That they say that home is where the heart is. Is this where they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on. He wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off. You decide now is your moment. Whoa, whoa, whoa. is what I'm talking about, you guys. It just kills me. All right, while we're loading, I need to get the dogs a treat, right? We need to get the dogs a treat while this loads to the next scene. Oh, God. We already did all of this. Hold on. Let's... Yeah. It's the spork monster. Yeah. All right, now let's go get the dog treat. Be with it. Be back real second. Mabel didn't want the treat. I'm sorry, she wouldn't take it. Go. Out. All four of you. Come on, Archie. You too. Go. Yeah. She literally was like, no, I'm not having a treat. It was hilarious. She was like, I'm not. I tried to shove it in her mouth, and she was like, not having it. Not having it. You confess. I think I developed feelings. I think I developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get away in my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leading Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Colonel Freaky. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift into slumber. Dream sequence! Yeah, Mabel, you never know. Dream sequence! Here it is, y'all. Tripping out. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' sex cabin. Hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. I was really hoping to shut me off. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast. I just whipped it up. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous! My cuisine, your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Can he be the world's greatest gift of cookery? I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you.
Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you.
It's okay. I was just...
But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam.
Sure, but...
You will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date.
I think I can believe that.
Since I've been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just so interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control.
Did she just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker?
And now, I'm not really sure where we stand.
You don't give Miriam time to tell her the whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too. Back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him.
You what?
Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Miriam tells you to move. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop.
What's a swirly? That sounds delicious!
Oh, it's great. I'll order you one up right away.
I'll have a swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly drip tipped too.
Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Or because I'm literally the biggest person at this school?
There's like a horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school. Who would dare pick such a gentle, beautiful creature?
You've got some nerve, Colonel Freaky, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're just twisting my words and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but from the injury yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever. Colonel Sanders arrives. Just as it appears things are getting close to a boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Colonel Freaky, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon.
Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard.
Technically, I don't believe a winner was declared, but your presentation was quite impressive. What? What is he doing? Complimenting her!
But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? Do you want my chocolate sauce, Colonel Sanders?
It was clear that you're passionate about your food, how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Colonel Freaky? I am more than capable enough to speak for myself.
Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel.
I'm always interested in discussing the fine arts of fine food. See you inside there, Colonel Freaky. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction by Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages.
Whoa, that's the book. It looks like bad news.
It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff.
A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it really weren't that powerful?
I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open a page covered with arcane warnings, cast only in case of extreme emergency. It says around the edges of the page. I can use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it will probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam.
That's way too drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger?
Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, pretty good excuse to try it out. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for students to arrive. He closes his voice to make quick announcements.
I want you all to know, I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you, it's nothing to be afraid of.
His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses on the window. The room is dead silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside.
Terrence, I told you never to come back here, Terrence. I will destroy you, Terrence.
Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off of his face. The squirrel looks over but doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence?
You better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again.
After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel in the hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone.
I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important part. Thank you, Colonel Freaky, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see?
But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over to the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by words and sparks coming from the back of the room.
I told you to save it for...
Oh, sorry, that's not it.
I told you to save it for after class! You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane, strapped to a stranger?
Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language out of mechanical noises.
But no, you had to show off for your cool kid friends Jeff and Joan. J&J forever. Watch us form a normal triangle in midair as we descend. Triangle's the strongest shape, don't you know? Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Then Jeff and Joan with you. Take Jeff and Joan with you. You all can hold hands as you pedal down the mountain on a cliff for all I care.
Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker, considering that he himself has no wheels. Yet not feet. It's not entirely clear where it came from. What? She just spits out a fried shoe, but he doesn't wear shoes? I guess, yeah. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school.
Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam trademark. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena.
But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam, are you okay?
Okay. I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How can he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone?
Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the world rushing through her short bangs. The wind, sorry, not the world. The world rushing through her short bangs to be some really short bangs. The wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way.
You're not saddling up Colonel Sanders' stallion to ride off the sunset without me?
Of course not. Well, maybe sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us, whoever else wants to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug, wipes a tear from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today.
I'm going to make a very special soup.
Huh? Okay. And I bet the Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants-off Van, the supposed man, and his evil counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on, Colonel Freaky's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie into the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Colonel Freaky, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success, and I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake. The smell is slowly filling the space around you. I hate this chair. I hate this chair. Did I tell you guys I hate this chair? I really hate this chair. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who was hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decided it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie. You knew it was just a pot pie? Just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Haha, no, I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. Truer words ain't been said, Colonel Sanders. Always gotta pull out, right? Always gotta pull out. Y'all, that looks delicious. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules.
There are no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you got.
You set up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge for victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are preparing widely elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with the frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash. Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth.
Best friend, blaster.
Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roll. Ashley scoop her pastries off the tray with lightning speed.
Shallow personality spatula.
Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, When did Clank learn to speak English? It's a singularity.
It's a singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising.
Oh, sorry. We must let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him to the back of the door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark table to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate enough to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Colonel Freaky. Miriam notices too.
Oh, and I've always believed in you, Colonel Freaky, since we were little kids, but I'm your best friend forever.
You turn and notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who is cooking?
Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you.
Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly in your boiling noodles.
It's the secret ingredient.
However, she doesn't know that you lied about the ingredient was made up, and where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up in a dark cloud that thickens and conjures before your eyes.
It is I, Steve, the sport monster.
Steve, wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you?
We sport monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle. So I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition? I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out?
I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve, the spork monster, noticed that you've got the Grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station.
I see what you're up to. Crisscrossed some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh?
Haha, you guessed it, sort of. If you're here, would you mind tossing me some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water?
I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little sport pup back in the old country.
You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long, involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like that's probably the lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition.
I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class when I woke up.
You toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint.
Never mind. I'll tell you later. Good luck.
Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing our entire lives for you.
Yes, Colonel Freaky, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me.
The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show you the world of my cookery. Begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know with this power you can do anything, except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and cannot be served. But don't worry, dear Colonel Freaky. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders has decided that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, Sometimes unexpected combination can have surprising effects that surpass individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union?
Time's up, students.
The time expired. It's a moment everyone's been waiting for.
You must now prepare to present your dishes.
A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete.
It seems we're missing some students. Pop, Clank.
From off-screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student.
Hee hee hee, I'm flying.
It sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there.
Miriam, would you mind?
Inside of the closet, you see Pop hanging onto the broom hook by the elastic of his underpants.
Pop, get down from there right now.
Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this?
When someone's asking for a wedgie, who am I to refuse?
I thought a wedgie was a salad. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. Your kids and your pranks, I must say. It's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks, Clank. Where did that pressure cooker roll off to?
You wait to hear a whir, a beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none.
Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That only leaves 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester.
Wow, 3 whole days long.
But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup. My word, it's so delicate. Is that tiny Naruto monkey a spy floating in its itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name.
Ow. Fucking fuck. Ow.
Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself.
Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl.
Sublime! Would anyone else like that taste? Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself.
And in a flash, the entire meal had been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup.
A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours.
Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Colonel Freaky.
Thank you, Colonel Freaky, for helping me believe in myself.
What is up, Wolf? We are doing I Love You, Colonel Sanders. This is, and of course, doing some fantastic voice acting.
Van, you're up. Now describe your dish.
I made uni over smooth egg custard and an axe-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. Ooh.
Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin?
Yeah, Sprinkles.
A bit much, don't you think?
That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand.
It's poison. Don't eat it, you'll die.
Sprinkle leans in to sniff the uni,
But he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw it erratically, causing the custards to slosh around.
Woof woof. Please be gentle with my cuisine.
Finally, Sprinkle goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded.
Ouch! My tongue!
The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting.
I can't eat.
It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified.
A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Who would have thought, right?
Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. He's qualified for glamour.
No, this don't employ.
This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles generously laps up a bowl of milk. I know, yeah,
I know, yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk, get over it. Sometimes it helps me calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight and a light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue and connected by a sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask you to please refrain from eating it or attempt to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to display peace.
Don't eat the food at a cooking school?
Get toast in your ears or something? Colonel Freaky, I told you, it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it, and did extremely good job cooking it, too. I didn't realize we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I had to go to the College of Eating School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you're absolutely insistent, but don't breathe it in. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified.
Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine.
You wouldn't know how high in cuisine if it cooked you.
And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be a fake nice and liked by everyone.
This isn't the last you've heard of me either. If this cast gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself.
You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together.
2 chefs?
What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines, oh yeah, mac and cheese bowls. Oh, look at that, I want that. I want this. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh. I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Oh, they're so good. I can't wait for them to come back out. Just when
I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen.
What is up, Mr. Biggs? How is it going? The Colonel! How's your Friday going, Ro? Everything going well for you, sir?
Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class.
Just got home from work and grabbed some whiskey. Nice. Playing some New World today?
You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass.
Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. Nice. What time are you playing? You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you indeed are an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment, to get their groove on. Have you never seen I Love You, Colonel Sanders? I mean, are you talking about or are you talking about the amazing voice acting? Which one are you in reference to? Oh, the voice acting? Yeah, the voice acting is great. I know, thank you. Nope, about the game. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, it's actually I'm finishing up my school year and I'm trying to fall in love with Colonel Sanders. This game is free on Steam, by the way. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy.
DJ Dog is in the house.
You knew that Sprinkle was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting.
No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws.
I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me.
Oh, amusing.
And now that everyone is together,
It's the Spork Monster. He's totally mellowed out.
Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here on out, I prefer that everyone refer me to my new name, Party Monster.
Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected, the student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and she knows she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for a good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown?
Welcome back, Pop. I knew you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it would be the least we could do for the school's dean.
Oh, now I get it.
And we got a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the Chancellor of such and such.
The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I've graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank. I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet, in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. Now that I've learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me?
I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I have just begun to learn who I really am. This time isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank.
You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she's managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Ooh, he looks good in that t-shirt. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough just to give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man, by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Colonel Freaky, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know. Just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. Well, it truly is my lucky day. Would you do the honor of dancing with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once I open my 100th franchise up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. And I'll be so glad to spend it with you, Colonel Freaky. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants?
I don't believe I need any help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward?
Could it be? You found a love connection, but failed to earn Colonel Respander's respect as a chef? Could you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing with him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could roll in pastry school.
Oh, my dear Colonel Freaky, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side.
The end. Hey, Vicky Bargain. That was spectacular. I appreciate y'all checking out the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and give me a follow on Twitch. The link is below in the details. Stay freaky.